Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing episode number 29 of I Build Your Teams, a series where I build my viewer squads into the best teams possible for my team showdown or whatever you might be playing. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it and let's go ahead and take a look. So, first team today comes in from my guy Labince. He's got 1.1 mil. So many event cards still to sell, so he's gonna have a lot more than 1.1 mil is what he is saying. Here's my thought immediate look in this team. I see Pro Pass B-Roy, which means you got Pro Pass Austin Reeves. I don't think, look, I look at the scoring in his starting lineup. Who's scoring the ball? He doesn't have a shot creator, so that concerns me, number one. My thought is bring Brewer and Noah. Well, okay, you got 1.1 mil, so you got some flexibility. Reeves has to be in here somewhere because his shot creation is something you really don't have much of in this lineup. Now, B-Roy also provides some level of shot creation, so I think he could also definitely be in the team, but I think you got some flexibility here for sure. I would say, I think Reeves has to be your point guard. I'm fine with B-Roy and Brewer. I'm thinking you go Reeves, B-Roy, Giannis, Magic, Brewer, Beasley. That's my thought process. So maybe that means you start Beasley at the 3, you bring Giannis off the bench at the 3, and you put Reeves as your backup point guard. Something along those lines could definitely work. I don't mind Joakim / one of McAdoo, Wilt, Kareem as your backup power forward. That's fine. But I would buy, the main buy that I'd get for this team is obviously Beasley, but also a big. Probably Pink Diamond Wemby. If you have more, if you want to get somebody else, you could get one of the dark matter bigs if you're looking for more athletic ability. Like if you're looking for like more dunking and finishing and speed and rebounding and stuff, you could go with a Akeem or an Embiid or somebody along those lines. But I'd get one of those guys as one of your bigs, and then you could run one of Wilt or Kareem, whoever you prefer more, as your backup center. That's what I'd probably be looking at personally. And I think if you make those changes, the team's going to be a little more well-rounded, give you a little more scoring, and just a little better, all things considered. You still have a decent amount of MT too. So second squad today comes in from S Mill. He's got 564K. Says he's got a dark matter Morris and he's going to sell after he does his challenge. He's got 1,300 overall pieces, wants Melo. So you're gonna spend more money, unfortunately, to be honest here, to get Melo. But with that being said, Steph, Reeves, LaMelo, you got 3 point guards. Pick 2 of the 3, whichever 2 you prefer. Play those 2 guys as your point guard, but I wouldn't play any of them as shooting guard personally. Shooting guard position. Once you get Carmelo, he will play that position for you. And then I guess BI could be your backup. I'm fine with that. Small forwards, AK and MPJ and Tatum. Honestly, pick 2 of the 3, but again, I wouldn't put Tatum at the 4. So pick 2 of the 3 at small forwards. Power forward, probably in my opinion, be Tatum and MPJ would be my prediction, and I would sell him. I would sell AK, especially because he's sellable, so I'd sell him too. Power forward, I love Chet and I love Wemby, but you need another power forward and another center. For one of them, I would just be cheap. I would get Kalel, where maybe you get a souped Kalel, but I'd get him for your backup center. And then power forward position, I would go get one of the good cards, one of the like a Joel Embiid, for example, something along those lines, because that's going to be your main buy. You have that Morrison to sell, you have AK to sell, you'll have enough MT. I would go get dark matter Embiid, so you have 2 really good power forwards in Chet and Embiid, and I think you're chilling from there. Next squad today comes in from Star. He's got still has 400 overall cards to break down, so he's really got like close to 1.2 1.3 mil. Has a quick soul there, so he's really probably got close to 1.5 once he gets everything done, to be honest. At least 1.3 or so, but it's going to take a lot of time to do that over the next week. With that being said, I look at this team. DeJounte is sellable. I would sell him. Unless you are just a massive DeJounte Murray fan, I would sell him. He is too expensive for how good he is. As good as he is, he's not a 250K MT card. Go get Alex Caruso. Same card. Not same card, actually. Better as a slasher. Probably slightly better defensively. Maybe not quite as good of a shot creator, doesn't have the Steph escape, but I would still do it. It's just going to save you MT, and it makes sense. And then you're going to legitimately have 1.5 mil once you're done. At that point, you can pick up another big, and who that is, that's up to you. You could go get a Kareem, you could go get a D-Rob. If you want to go expensive, you could go a little cheaper and get a Chet or a Akeem. Either way, I'd get one of those 4 guys, probably personally, to replace Karl Anthony Towns. You can play him at the 4, you could start him at the 4, bring Brewer and Joakim off the bench. You could put him at the backup 5 with Embiid at the backup 4. Different options for sure, but I would go get one of those top tier guys, as well as Caruso at point guard. If you want to go higher level than Caruso to replace DeJounte, go get Gary Payton. You will have the MT flexibility to do that as well if you want. But that's what I'm thinking with this squad. Fourth team in the video, he's got 4.7 million MT and 3,100 overall pieces. This is a lot of MT for a squad that isn't that insane, but it's a good team. I like the starting lineup a lot. The bench isn't bad either. 300 overall pieces, another, what, 600 plus 1,000 MT. You're going to be looking at really close to 5.5K, 5 mil if you do that. Now, I will say you could consider using one of the 100 overall pieces to get the Joakim Noah Corey Brewer duo, which I think actually fits this team really well. Allows you to slide Kalel to the backup 5 if you prefer him over D-Rob. If you don't, you could sell him. Either way, I would go get that duo with one of the pieces, in all honesty. The other two I would exchange. So then you're still have over 5 million MT, and you add Corey Brewer and Joakim as your backup shooting guard, backup power forward. Now, 5 million MT. Here is my opinion. Sell Jaren Jackson Jr. and go get one of the truly elite power forwards. The same guys I keep mentioning, the Embiid, Hakeem, Kareem, D-Rob, Chet, one of those 5, whoever you think is the most exciting, the one you want the most. I think Kareem is the best than D-Rob personally, but it's up to you what you want to do. Either way, that's who I would go pick up as one of those power forwards. And then I think you're chilling after that, honestly. I just don't think having a sellable Jaren, when you can go pick up another guy, yeah, you're going to spend 500K. You'll still have 4.5 mil. It's fine. Just go do it. So in my opinion, that's what I would do for the last spot on this thing. And I would exchange those other 200 overall pieces for badges after you get Joakim and Brewer. So 100,000 MT here for Stan Man. Says he's got, I mean, looking at this team, it's definitely a budget squad. He's got D Wade, he's got B Roy, he's got the Pro Pass, which means he's got Reeves. Reeves has to be in your lineup. He's your best point guard. Honestly, should be your starting point guard. So you have Reeves and Wade as your point guards. And then you got B Roy and Ricky Davis, which I don't mind. So your 1s and your 2s are fine. I don't love Wade, but he can stay for now, especially with 100K. He'll get the job done. Small forward, Carmelo's unsellable, LeBron is unsellable, Kawhi is unsellable. I would run LeBron and Carmelo and take Kawhi out the lineup. Power forwards, you have an unsellable Jaren. I think you need a power forward and a center, honestly, because Jaren can play your backup 4. D-Rob can be one of your 5s, but you need a 4 and a 5. I mean, Kalel Ware is one of them, that's for sure. But the other one is the tougher choice. Honestly, my thought is right now, Diamond Hakeem work. He's a great fill-in. He's cheap. Does not hard at all to get from the exchange. He's like, what, 10 diamond pieces or something like that. And even if you don't have that much, go get Sheldon Williams. He's good too. He's not quite as good as Hakeem in my opinion, but he's not far off. One of those 2 guys as like a fill-in power forward option is going to be good. You got to stack some more MT so you can make some bigger upgrades though. Because I mean, you could buy Kalel and Vlade probably, but that'd be all of your MT if you bought both those guys. And even that might be kind of tough to do. You got to find a way to get some MT. You could go to Domination. Bob McAdoo would be a nice card for this team. Honestly, he'd be a big upgrade. Would give you another 150,000 or so MT as well. So that's another option. You got to get more MT though, I think, with this team to really be able to make big changes. But hopefully those tweaks I suggest help out. And then this final team today comes in from Specs. He's got 1 million MT, planning to buy a budget 3&D to replace Dr. J, and he doesn't want to spend a lot for Artest or Pippen. Okay, here's my thought. You want to prepare MT for next season. You already have 1 million MT. You have Adam Morrison at small forward, but you have 2 shot creators next to him in MJ and Dr. J. I don't get why you'd replace Dr. J. He's an elite card, and he's unsellable. Morrison's like 500K MT at least. You're sitting on MT there. You have 2 shot creators. You don't need Morrison. Replace him with somebody with some more size and defense. And so, honestly, I mean, you have Bender, and then you have Gary Payton, Corey Brewer off the bench. Here's the honest truth. Go get a Michael Beasley, put him as your backup small forward. He can give you more shot creation off the bench because Brewer's not a shot creator and Gary has a great release, but he's not really a shot creator himself. So you got enough size, I think, with a Gary, Brewer, Beasley bench. Put Beasley at your backup 3 to give you shot creation off the bench. Sell Morrison, start Bender at the 3. Your team is fine. And you'll have 1.5 mil. That, to me, is the smarter way to build this team than getting rid of a Dr. J that isn't going to make you any MT to get rid of. You're going to spend MT to get rid of him. You can not spend MT or actually save MT. You're still spending on Beasley, but you're saving MT on how much you're spending on Beasley versus how much you're getting from Adam. You're saving a lot of MT, several 100,000. That's a no-brainer to me. And if you do that, MJ, Dr. J, Bender, Kareem, Wemby, Gary, Brewer, Beasley, Noah, Divac, great squad. And you're going to have 1.5 mil for next season. That's going to do it for the video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.